Flooding in Turkey has killed 6 people, with water sweeping away cars and destroying homes. In Ulis and Bartın province, one of the most flood-hit areas, an 85-year-old resident has gone missing after her house was destroyed. Local residents along with the Coast Guard and rescue workers are still searching for her. In addition to this, the flood has damaged residential houses and business buildings, with water sweeping cars away. Rescuers also report that floodwaters have caused power cuts in about 12 villages in Ulis district. Officials in Sinop district said heavy rains will continue today, prompting them to appeal to locals about possible flooding and landslides. Turkey's Environment and Urbanization Minister Murat Kurum said work on assessing the damage from the floods would be completed after they ended. "I hope we will find the missing as soon as possible and take steps to heal the wounds of our citizens," the official said. Two small natural earthquakes have struck near a nuclear test site in North Korea, the latest in a series of natural earthquakes that have struck the region in recent months. This is reported by the State Meteorological Agency of South Korea. The first magnitude 2.7 quake struck about 40 kilometers northwest of Kilju, North Hamgyong province, at 3:13 am, while the second magnitude 2.3 quake struck 42 kilometers northwest of Kilju at 7:55 am, the Meteorological Administration said. The epicenter of the first quake was at 41.3 degrees north latitude and 129.19 degrees east longitude, at a depth of 15 kilometers, while the epicenter of the second quake was at 41.31 degrees north latitude and 129.16 degrees east longitude, at a depth of 5 kilometers, Seoul reported. Recall, in Kilju is the nuclear test site Punggye-ri, where North Korea has conducted all 6 of its nuclear tests. There are no reports of damage at the test site. But even if they were, the DPRK is likely to keep quiet about them. In 2022 alone, there were 8 natural earthquakes in the area. A strong earthquake has occurred in Naples. Underground tremor of magnitude 4 occurred in the volcanic region of the Phlegrean Fields. About it reports as. Reportedly, it was the second most powerful earthquake in the area in the last 40 years. The earthquake occurred at 22:08 local time. The epicenter of the earthquake was located in the volcanic area of Phlegrean Fields, located 9 kilometers from the city center. The earthquake occurred at a depth of 2.61 kilometers and followed another significant earthquake on September 27 with a magnitude of 4.2. According to the publication, the area has been experiencing seismic activity in recent weeks. Residents of several neighborhoods in Naples felt the tremors. In areas closer to the epicenter, many ran out into the streets in panic. Later, aftershocks occurred in Naples. The Vesuvius Observatory recorded 8 more tremors within 15 minutes of the initial quake. No serious injuries or major damage has been reported, but there are collapses in one area of the city. Naples residents are reportedly concerned about a possible volcanic eruption amid the ongoing seismic activity. However, scientists say the likelihood of an eruption in the near future is almost negligible. Hail damaged dozens of cars, and freezing rain flooded roads in 2 Turkish provinces. Hail the size of a walnut fell in the Turkish provinces of Kilis and Gaziantep. This is reported by the local edition of Yenikag. According to journalists, rain with hail, which appeared in the high areas of Gaziantep at night, negatively affected daily life. In the city center, car drivers struggled to move forward due to rainwater accumulated on the roads. Many moving and parked cars were damaged by the hail, but some tried to protect their cars from damage by covering them with tarps. In addition, heavy hail also fell in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. In a statement issued by the TAFE Civil Defense Authority, the public was urged to be cautious of flash floods that may occur due to the adverse weather conditions. Residents in the region have also been advised to stay indoors if possible. Fires in Greece. The fire came close to Athens, the residents of the suburbs are evacuated. The cataclysm has already claimed the life of one person, dozens of victims are hospitalized. Strong heat and gusty winds contribute to the spread of fire. Forest fires in Greece have spread to the suburbs north of Athens. The authorities have carried out a mass evacuation of residents of these areas. One person died this afternoon as a result of the cataclysm, dozens more went to hospitals. Meanwhile, the capital of the country has already enveloped a shroud of suffocating smoke. According to journalists, about 600 people were evacuated from the island of Evbia because of severe fires on the mainland. Eliminate the consequences of the cataclysm. Greek firefighters help colleagues from France, Switzerland, Sweden, Romania and Cyprus. It's a catastrophe, the whole village has burned down, a resident of one of the villages told the AFP news agency. Weather conditions are not conducive to extinguishing the fire, with daytime temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius in the last week. Also, the spread of the fire is facilitated by strong gusty winds, which spread the flames to new areas of forest and houses. Two powerful earthquakes occurred in Colombia during the day. According to the European Mediterranean Seismological Center, the first one was magnitude 6, then it increased to 6.3. The epicenter was 37 kilometers northeast of Villavicencio. The second earthquake was recorded with a magnitude of 5.7. Its epicenter was located 8 kilometers northeast of the same city, and the origin was at a depth of 8 kilometers. So far, there are no data on casualties and damage.
Un terremoto. Marica.
Two powerful earthquakes struck Colombia. 250,000 people have been affected by the rains in Djibouti. The rains will continue until the end of the month. In Djibouti in the east of Africa for a day fell 2-year norm of precipitation. According to the statement of the authorities, 250,000 people suffered from the consequences of downpours. The damage may increase as heavy rains, according to forecasts, will continue until the end of the month. The agency notes that the country, on the territory of which are located military bases of the United States, China and other states, are ranked among the group of the greatest risk in light of climate change.
En die mense wat ons nou gehelp het. Richard Thuis. Daar, daar, zit het.